Hey, what's going on, everyone? So today we're gonna do our CFL recap. You guys know how these go. Let's start this. Okay, now starting off with Winnipeg and Hamilton. Winnipeg. Hey, oh, don't know what happened to them. Zach Collaros didn't play in this game. Hamilton destroys Winnipeg. Was it 32-21? I believe it was 32-21. Now I didn't watch this game, but I watched parts of it. Hamilton just kept their offense in really good shape, and Winnipeg didn't. That's all there is to it. And anyway, Hamilton. I think Hamilton might win the East. Winnipeg. I don't know. I do not know. I do not know what to say about Winnipeg. Okay, so Ottawa and BC. I was at that game. I had BC Lions hat, BC Lions jersey. I wore my BC Lions hat and jersey to the game. BC wins at home, 38-27. This was a heavily offensive game. And this is like a sports fan's dream. Like, it's an eventful game, but your team dominates most of the plays. Hey, it's like, if you're watching your team play, that's what you want, like, every time. Or you want on defense foul, like, whatever it is. It's highly eventful. One dominant but highly eventful game, and BC got that. Although Nathan looked very, very good, but the offense was passing the rock, and they were passing the stone around. They were just playing very well all night. And now for Ottawa, their offense didn't really keep up with BC's. Dustin Crum still had a good game. 27 points is nothing to scoff at. But yeah, it was, well, I don't know what it says. It's pretty good. Anyway, so yeah, BC wins it 38-27. Losing words here. There's the defense. There's two good offenses, or somewhat good offenses, and terrible defense. BC left Ottawa's receivers wide open. Otherwise, they would have blown Ottawa out. Ottawa covered the receivers better. They were a little better on the defensive side of the ball. But BC was better on the offensive side of the football. And that's what won them this game. Okay, now the Edmonton Elks and the Toronto Argonauts. Toronto wins 31-30. This was a good game for both teams. Just Toronto is the better team. Anyway, I believed in Edmonton. I still believe in Edmonton. I think they can make the playoffs. But they played a good game. They just were on the bad end of it. And I mean, yeah, just Edmonton wasn't on the right side of the win. Edmonton played a good game. They could have easily won this game. Both teams could have easily won this game. Edmonton, Toronto, they're back. This is a game between backup quarterbacks who have been put into starting roles. Both Nick Arbuckle and Cody Fajardo are playing extremely well for their respective teams. And they've had success in the past. Like, Nick Arbuckle finished the job for the Toronto Argonauts last year in the Grey Cup, and Cody Fajardo won a Grey Cup with Montreal a couple years ago. So, yeah. Both quarterbacks can play well at times, but they can also play bad at times. I've seen that more with Nick Arbuckle, more than Cody Fajardo. But at any rate, it Toronto proved they were the better team. They just outlasted Edmonton in a high-scoring affair. Both of these teams could make the playoffs. Who knows? Okay, final game of the week. I don't want to talk about this game, but I have to. Montreal and Saskatchewan. How did we lose to Montreal? Saskatchewan loses 48-31 to the Montreal Alouettes of all teams. Best team in the league. Come on. Like, if Montreal was better, well, McLeod Bethel Thompson was slinging the rock. It was a rainy day. Kind of matches the mood that most Riders fans are in after we lose a game that isn't to Calgary. But as bad as that is, those were our only 2 losses on the season. Now, the third loss to Montreal. Montreal is not that good of a team. They're not. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about Montreal. You know, it's like I'm struggling. And I didn't think that they've had their quarterback situation figured out. And we know Trevor Harris. He is a good player, but I don't know that we had our quarterback situation figured out, or Montreal's quarterback situation. I don't know if they had theirs figured out. They did. McLeod Bethel Thompson. He had a really good game. The Montreal offense had a really good game. Saskatchewan it just wasn't their day. And it's just, that's maybe putting it lightly, but we've got Edmonton next week, and we'll see if we can win. Alright, now, the lucky jersey I have isn't so lucky anymore, because I worked all day on a Riders game day, and they lost. So, and every time I've worn this jersey before the last game, they've won. So, what happened? But that'll wrap up the CFL recap. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you next week.